EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. Play action. Now Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Sanders. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Griffin there on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Airing this one out for him. And to the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Shaquem Griffin.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5 to Johnson again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Trace McSorley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Browns nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. That'll be caught by the rookie, K.J. Hamler. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 55 yards.
20-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's a give to Lindsay. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Patrick on one.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Giorgio to
We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll go up top here for Hamler. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. K.J. Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bengals 14. Browns 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete to Andy Isabella. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bengals 14, Browns 7.
Second and 7. Now a handoff for Lindsey. Down to the 25.
Number 30.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Grant. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Browns 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory.
To Mike Evans.
A big play there for the Bengals. 43 yards.
The Bengals first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jimmy Graham. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Watch 36, 36, the 15. Watch the screen, 15. White 36.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
39-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Lindsey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
He was brought down by...
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Britton Colquitt.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Their own 10-yard line.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff, Johnson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
It's complete to Diggs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. And again, it's Rodgers. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
36, and it's getting it home. Watch 36, 36 to Mike.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
31-yard line.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Bengals.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a timeout taken.
29 yards.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down. Rodgers. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Bud Dupree. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, guys, I got yellow. Strong right. Watch the edge.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. K.J. Hamler, 87 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Browns 28. Bengals.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. The 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Minkah Fitzpatrick, thinking back to last year, had a pick 6 for the Steelers shortly after coming over from Miami, and he steps up with another one here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bengals 24. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, Let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. On play action, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Tanner Muse brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
3rd and 13.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
To Mike Evans. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Johnson.
8-yard line.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Let him know. You got tape. You got tape. You got tape right there. Hey, 626.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Troy Pride that time gets the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Returnable here from the 38. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Complete to carry on.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 21.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Complete. It's Johnson. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Complete to carry on Johnson. He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Bengals 27. Giorgio Tavecchio on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Going for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. K.J. Hamler with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now he's forced out left. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. The busy night continues for Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tanner Muse with it. Past the 20, and now the rookie's free. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown, Browns.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Airing this one out for Evans. And now here is another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Browns take over
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to them and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him.
Oh, now Lindsey lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a third.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight, all the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And the Bengals 1st down.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing again. Rodgers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers to throw once more. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Yellow. Watch the line. 36. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington.